Okay, so like everyone's talking about blockchain these days,
Right.
right? It's like the new buzzword.
Yeah.
But we're going to take like a deep dive into it today
Yeah.
and try to really like understand what it's all about,
Cool.
where it might be going in the future.
Right.
Because it's not just about like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency anymore.
Oh, definitely not.
So, I mean, you know way more about this than I do.
I've been following it pretty closely, yeah.
So, like, what is blockchain really at its most basic level?
So at its core, blockchain is a type of digital ledger.
Okay.
It's like a record-keeping system.
Hmm.
But what makes it special is that it's decentralized,
That's decentralized.
meaning it's not controlled by any single entity.
Okay, so like not a bank or a government.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
distributed across a network of computers,
Got it.
making it incredibly secure and transparent.
Okay, so it's secure and transparent.
Right.
But how does that actually like change things in the real world?
Well, the potential applications are vast.
Oh.
Let's take supply chains, for example.
Okay, so like how products get to us.
Exactly. With blockchain, you could track a product's journey from its origin to the consumer.
So like I could know exactly where my coffee beans came from.
Precisely, you could see every step of the process.
Wow.
Ensuring fair trade practices and preventing counterfeiting?
So no more fake designer handbags.
Exactly. Or imagine voting.
Okay.
With blockchain, voting systems could become more secure and transparent, potentially increasing trust in elections.
That's a big one.
Absolutely.
So we're talking like major societal impact here.
Absolutely. This technology has the power to revolutionize.
Wow. Okay, so it's not just like a techie thing.
Not at all. It affects all of us.
How about healthcare? How could blockchain change things there?
Well, think about your medical records.
Okay.
They're often scattered across different providers.
Yeah, that's true.
With blockchain, you could have a unified platform.
So all my records in one place.
Exactly. Securely stored and managed.
And I would have control over my data.
Yes, you could grant access to doctors as needed.
Okay, that would be so much easier than carrying around a ton of papers.
Absolutely. It streamlines the entire process.
This is all sounding pretty amazing.
The potential is huge.
But there have to be some challenges, right?
Of course, no technology is without its hurdles.
Like what?
Well, one major challenge is scalability.
Scalability.
Can blockchain systems handle the huge number of transactions needed for global adoption?
Ah, so like, can it keep up with demand, basically?
Exactly. And then there's the regulatory landscape.
Right, because governments are still figuring out how to deal with this whole thing.
Precisely, the regulations are evolving and very widely.
So it's kind of a Wild West out there.
In a way, yes.
But that's kind of exciting, too.
Absolutely. It's a dynamic and rapidly evolving space.
So for our listeners who are like totally hooked on this now, what should they be watching for in the future?
Well, keep an eye on how those scalability issues are addressed.
Okay.
Watch for real-world applications moving beyond pilot phases.
So like from theory to practice.
Exactly, and pay attention to how governments approach regulation.
So like the big players are getting involved.
They're starting to realize the transformative power of this technology.
It feels like we're on the verge of something huge.
I think we are.
So for everyone listening after this deep dive into blockchain, what area of your life do you think this tech is most likely to change first?
That's a good question.
And what kind of impact do you think it'll have on you?
Think about it.
Is it going to be good or bad or a little bit of both?
It's worth considering.
Definitely something to keep thinking about.
For sure.
And stay tuned for our next deep dive where we'll tackle
Another fascinating topic.
exactly. See you next time.
See you then.